First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rokah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that roll well, and a sincere salutation to you, Akim, pushing this truth in sincerity. And as you see here on your screen, it says, never forget real threat to world. Amid Ukraine crisis, Chinese embassy in Russia slams U.S. And you can read this article on your own. Really, I want to get this image right here. Take a good look at this U.S. Air Force plane dropping bombs. Okay, and it says here, USA bombing list, the Democracy World Tour since the end of the Second World War. Okay, and these are the countries that America has bombed. Okay, and the years that they have bombed them. Okay, and I want to read just this caption right here, or this part of the article, I guess you could say. It says, as the West, led by the U.S. and its allies, agreed Saturday to impose the most potentially crippling financial penalties yet on Russia over its invasion of Ukraine, China has taken an altogether different tack. On Saturday, the Chinese embassy in Russia, retweeting an image shared by its foreign ministry spokesperson, Li Jianzhao, on 23rd February, entitled USA Bombing List, the Democracy World Tour, wrote in Russian, never forget who is the real threat to the world. Okay. Never forget who is the real threat to the world. This is what the Chinese said. Okay, and they retweeted that image. Okay, and you can read this when you get a chance, this article. But this is basically what I wanted to show, was this list right here, USA bombing list. Okay, don't forget who is the real threat to the world. Okay, they're putting sanctions on Russia for invading Ukraine. You see, and China is backing Russia. It says here what they have a Chinese embassy in Russia, so Russia's not alone. You see, okay. Retweeting an image shared by its foreign ministry spokesperson. So this is the image. So, for all you pro-Americans out there, you really need to understand who you're really rooting for. Scriptures say, woe unto you that call evil good and good evil. You see? So I'm going to get a couple scriptures. Lord willing, this will be edifying. And basically, let's get the book of Isaiah 14. And we're going to start at 4. That it says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased. Okay, and we're taking up a proverb against Babylon. Okay, Babylon being America in the scriptures. Okay,
Strong's H4912. Mashal. Mashal.
Okay, sentences of ethical wisdom, ethical maxims, parables, proverbs. Down here it says a pithy maxim, usually of metaphorical nature, hence a simile. Okay, poem, discourse, and this is what's being said. Babylon is, America, and many are taking up a proverb against it. Many are speaking truth against it. Wisdom is coming out. Proverbs. Okay. And none more than the men of Yahweh Shem Yashai, because we are chanting down Babylon. We are rebuking, okay, this system. You see, how hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased. Okay, and this, this country ran by the Edomites are oppressing the whole world.
Strong's H5065. Nagas. Nagas.
That's what it says here. Driver, taskmaster, ruler, oppressor, tyrant, lord, exactor of tribute. Okay, here they are. They're putting sanctions on Russia, man, for invading Ukraine. You see, so they're the oppressors, man. They are the rulers, the tyrants, the taskmasters. Okay, of the other nations, and we're telling the world and these Edomites that their golden city has ceased. Okay, it says Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. Okay, and the staff, okay, was a symbol of rulership. Kings, they used a staff. Okay, and it says broken the staff of the wicked. Now who's the wicked? According to Malachi 1 and 4, it's Esau, Edom. Okay, so right, their rulership is being broken. Okay, and the scepter of the rulers, you see. So when you go into this word scepter,
Strong's H 7626, Shevet, Shevet, and second entry, Shevet, Shevet.
staff, you see. What does it say here? Truncheon, scepter, mark of authority, right? Their authority is being challenged. Okay, it's being broken. You see, right before your eyes. You have people that are speaking out against it. You have nations that are starting to rear their head towards America. Okay, America is Babylon. They are the oppressor. They are the golden city, and it's starting. It's at an end. America is coming to an end. Okay. It says down here in the Strong's definition, a stick for punishing, riding, fighting, ruling, walking, etc. Okay, so the stick, okay, their scepter, their king's, the kingly scepter that a king would use is being broken right before your eyes. Okay, they're no longer going to rule. Okay, the world. They are no longer going to oppress the nations. Okay, it says, he who smote the people in wrath with the continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted, and none hindereth. Okay, he who smote the people in wrath with the continual stroke. Okay, and if you see here, USA, they're the real threat to the world. Okay, the Chinese are outright, you know, speaking out against America, man. Never forget, real threat to world. Okay, the foreign minister of China, okay, retweeted this image. You see, so not only are we, but a lot of people are taking a proverb against the king of Babylon. Okay, which are these Edomites here in America. Okay, he who smote the people in wrath with the continual stroke. Okay, they have smote the people. Now, when you go into this word smote,
Strong's H 5221, Nacha, Nacha.
what does it say? Let's get this: to smite, kill, slay, man or beast. To smite, attack, attack and destroy, conquer, subjugate, ravage. To smite, chastise, send judgment upon, punish, destroy. And that's what America has done. Okay, throughout their inception, they've always been at war. They've always been smiting the other nations. Okay, so it says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted, and none hindereth. Okay, so he, it's his turn. It's these Edomites' turn to be persecuted.
Strong's H 4783, Murdaf.
Right. There was a time where nations would not even open their mouth and peep or say anything, but now they are. So they're becoming persecuted, and none hindereth. Nobody's stopping it. Okay? No one's going to stop what is going to befall America, okay, which is Babylon. None of the other nations are going to stop, because it is prophecy that these nations shall, ultimately come against America. So it says the whole earth is at rest. Now this is in the kingdom, okay, or this is when the kingdom starts to come about. When they get taken out of power, okay. The whole earth is at rest. The whole earth is going to be at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. The Israelites, the nation of Israel, is going to break forth into singing. You see? The Israelites, I should say, are going to break forth into singing. The whole earth is going to be at rest. What does it say here in the third verse? And it shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh, Bashem Yashai, shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. Okay? So, we're going to break into singing in that day. Okay? When the Lord finally takes down Esau, Edom out of rulership, because we're going to have rest from that day forward. Okay? From the sorrow, from the fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, because we're still slaves here in America. We're still working to build up this kingdom. Okay, you are still given a number. You are what, cattle? They want to say that you're the goyim, you're the useless eater. Okay, but in reality, they're the they're the basest of men. You see, and the Lord can give them the world. You see, the Lord has put the basis of men into rulership. So, seventh verse: the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. It says, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. You see, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, meaning the trees. The trees are going to be in a better state. The animals, the earth, you see, the water, the air is going to be in a better state, since, the time that you get put out of power. Since thou art laid down, no fellers come against us, right? Deforestation. There's mass deforestation in the world because, these wicked Edomites, they just want to build. They don't ever give the earth any rest. You see? Because you are the wicked. You rule in wickedness. You rule contrary to the scriptures, man. You see? But the Lord is breaking the staff of the wicked. Okay, all you who smote the people in wrath, right? You smote all the nations in wrath with the continual stroke. You ruled the nations in anger. So now you're becoming persecuted. Now people are bringing up a proverb against you. You see? And mainly us, mainly the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Lord willing, we be those men. We're bringing all this truth out. Okay, and they hate it. And ultimately, they're scared because their time is just about up. It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. Okay, and that hell is meaning severe punishment, slavery. The curses are going to be turned upon you. That's what's coming for you. Okay, that's what's going to meet you at the coming of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It says, stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. So, you see, the chief ones of the earth, it hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. So, you see right now, you see Russia, China, okay, and the scriptures say that Libya and Ethiopia, Turkey, is also confederate with Russia. So, you got a lot of kings of the nations that are chief ones, that are starting to come together. They're raised up. They're ready to battle. They're ready to, go to war with America. It says, and they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Okay, because some of these nations, are not as powerful as America. But now, America's starting to show a lot of weakness. Matter of fact, they were saying that this generation, I saw an article, and basically it was saying that the Pentagon sends Nintendo generation has weak skeletons, meaning Generation Z, okay, is fragile, okay. They're not ready to go to war. You got army majors that were saying in the article that Generation Z, is really not they're not fit for battle. This generation, they're not built like that anymore. Okay, so these weak weaker nations that are starting to come up against America, they're saying, "Art thou become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us?" That's really what it's looking like. It's really looking like anybody is provoking America. Anybody's coming up, and starting to poke shots and taunt America, and it's basically telling America like, hey, we can go at any minute. You know, you know. Look at all the nations that they've caused conflict with. You see, they're starting to tell America, man, are you becoming as weak as we? You see, it says, art thou become like unto us? You know, and that's what's going on through the spirit. If you're watching, if you're seeing, all these nations that are coming up against America, man. You see, because America is Babylon, man. And this infrastructure, morality, the economy, the whole system is ceased. It's done. The golden city has ceased. You see, well, once you were the bully, you were the oppressor, you ruled over the nations. Everyone wanted to be like you, but those days are over. You're done.
Strong's H 7673. Shavath.
Right.
Shavath.
To cease, desist, rest. To rest, desist from labor. Right. A lot of people are not working. A lot of people are out of work. A lot of major companies have shut down. You see, to put an end to exterminate, destroy, cause to desist from, to remove, cause to fail. You see, this place is failing. Okay, little by little. I just saw gas. I guess in LA, some places is $6. That's too much for people to get around. This pandemic, which was really to cripple the economy and start pushing that MOTB. Everything's gonna precipitate its downfall. They want to rule out of chaos, but that's the sick mind of these devils. You see, they think they're gonna be able to rule out of chaos, but they're not. You see, the Lord has them where He wants them. This is all precipitating their downfall. Okay. Right, the Lord has I'm gonna read 5th and the 6th verse, Isaiah 14:5. The Yahweh Bashim Shai hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with the continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted, and none hindereth. Okay, everybody's gonna want to take a piece of your ass. Even in the kingdom, the other nations are gonna be even over Esau. Esau's gonna be the basest of men, man. Okay, for all his atrocities, man. You see, and rightfully so. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. This is a couple scriptures. Shalom.